Hi and welcome back. So, free VSTs. I know there are already about thousands videos on this topic on YouTube, but what I want to do here is something a little bit different, because I'm going to show you the free instruments I actually open when I'm working on a real project. The ones that have genuinely earned a permanent spot in my template. Not because they are impressive for free, but because they are impressive, full stop. I've tested a lot of free libraries over the years. Most of them get downloaded once and never open again. The ones in this video are the exceptions. I split this into 4 sections based on the sound character. Each section ends with a short demo track I made using only the instruments from that section. No paid libraries added, no cheating, just to show you what these things can actually do together. What is also important, I trying to restrict myself for editing and processing the sound. So I implement only a little bit of EQ, no reverb, no any mastering and mixing other plugins. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before I dive into the main picks, I want to give a very quick note to something I covered in the previous videos, and this is the Spitfire Symphony Orchestra Discover. I use it in this video and I did a full breakdown on that, and I even put together a free Cubase template for it that you can find links somewhere on this page or in the description. That said, today I'm showing you things you might not already have and might not already know from this channel. Starting here. Strezov sampling makes some of the most beautiful string libraries on the market. Their flagship product Afflatus is genuinely world class. And this Afflatus Minimalist is their free offering, and it's not a watered down marketing trick. It's a legato violins patch. What makes it special is the legato engine. A lot of free string libraries gives you a sustain with a hard attack and call it legato. This actually phrases. The transitions between notes have that natural bow movement. And what is also outstanding in comparison to other free string libraries is that this one has a polylegato mode. So in general, you are able to play 2 and more notes at the same time and having it in the legato mode. It's a single patch, violins only, obviously, but if you are scoring something intimate, emotional, cinematic, flashback sequence, quiet moment, underscore, this is one of the first things I reach for. It's free, as I said, Contact player compatible, so there is no need to having a paid version of Contact. So no excuses not to have it. Performance Samples is a developer I have a lot of respect for, and I suppose you have either. Their Pacific Orchestra is phenomenal, deeply sampled, incredibly playable, and they've been building out the new version of Vista, so Vista 2 series. Now they have a couple of free entry points into that system that are genuinely worth your attention. The strength of these free patches is this new model of sampling, especially when we talk about the tutti shorts patch and the brush spiccatos from the Vista 2 core. When you play it, it feels almost like it was recorded as a whole long phrase, not just separate samples. You get it by signing up on their site. The catch, and there is always a small catch, is that to unlock more of Vista 2, you would eventually want to look at the paid modules. But as a standalone freebie, this is fully usable. Alright, so let me show you what these two sound like together in an actual cue. I built a short piece using only Afflatus Minimalist, the performance sample freebies, mostly from the Vista 2, and the percussion sounds from Spitfire Symphony Orchestra Discovered, which was mentioned before. No additional libraries, no extra reverb from paid plugins, just as I said, stock EQ processing. Okay, so now the different energy. If part 1 was about the subtle and expression, part 2 is about the impact. These are the tools I use when the brief says, let's go epic. Cinematic trailers, game intros, action sequences, tension builds. And yes, I know what you are thinking. Free trial tools always sound like cheap knockoffs. Some do, these don't in my humble opinion. Project Sam has been around for a long time, and their commercial libraries, Symphobia, Lumina, Pandora, are absolutely staples in the industry, some of the most used trial tools on the market. The free Orchestra is their gift to the community, and I say give deliberately. Volume 1 gives you an instrument spanning the orchestral and hybrid spectrum. Orchestral strings, brass, choir, epic percussion, more. They are not full multi-articulation libraries. Think of them rather as one-stop cinematic patches designed to sit in the mix and work immediately. Volume 2 extends that palette. More textures, more hybrid elements, more sound design adjusted materials. Keepforest is a Ukrainian developer making some seriously impressive hybrid and trial tools. Ferrum is a free trial percussion library and it's heavy. We are talking modern process cinematic percussion, the kind of low-end metallic thump you hear under almost every blockbuster trailer. It has that dark metallic quality sound, really, really impressive. Also from Keepforest, Evolution. This one goes more into hybrid synth and textural territory, evolving synth orchestral textures, pulsing elements, risers, downers, atmospheric layers that sits between a traditional orchestra, Brahms-like sound and sound design library. If Ferrum is your impact, evolution is your momentum. The movement, the build, the tension between hits. Together they are surprisingly complete trailer toolkit, and both are free. I'm going to keep this one brief because, fun fact, I've already talked about this in the previous videos. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. The short version is exactly what it sounds like. A massive, glorious, over-the-top drum sample for contact via piano book, and it does exactly one thing with absolute commitment. For certain cues, that's all you need. What is also important, you can change all of these patches, the key of these patches, by simply key switching on the left side on your keyboard. So from now we have in A, we can go to G sharp, G, etc. Time for the trailer section demo. This one was genuinely fun to make, but forgive me my rough orchestration of a trailer sound because I am not a very trailer guy. But nevertheless, only the free Orchestra from Project Sam, Ferrum, Evolution, and the world's biggest Brahms. So let's go. Fracture Sounds makes outstanding commercial libraries, but what they've built with the Blueprint series is something genuinely remarkable for the free space, and it keeps growing. Blueprint isn't one library, it's a collection of instruments, each one released separately, all free, all dedicated for contact player, and every single one of them sounds like it was built with real intention. This one is from piano book. Frozen Glock is Duncan's Glockenspiel, recorded with some deliberate processing that gives the notes a cold, crystalline, almost suspend quality of the synth. You can tweak additional synth-like layer with this FX knob. I use this for delicate moments, the kind of quiet between dialogue lines, or a childlike theme with an edge of sadness and nostalgia. It doesn't try to be more than that. It's one sound, but done beautifully. Demo time for part 3. This one is more of a cue without any tempo and other mapping. I played freely because I want to know where I arrive with the sound. Blueprint instruments and Frozen Glock only. The last section is dedicated entirely to Westwood instruments and their roots collection. For now in the collection we have Untold Strings, Drifting Winds, Dust Piano and Tempest Brass, which is the newest one in the collection. Unfortunately, Untold Strings are sold out for now. Strange, because it is claimed as free, so don't know the reason for that. So for now let's listen to some sounds of the others. What I love most about this series, beyond the individual sounds, is how they work together. Westwood built them as a really cohesive palette. You can score an entire scene with just these 4, or rather 3 for now, sounds, and it's really coherent, organic, and intentional. So the final demo now. Roots only, with a little bit of support of, again, Duncan's glockenspiel. So that's the list. Not every free instrument ever released, just the ones that are actually in my session doing real work, because let's be honest, we have also plenty of other developer stuff which are amazing, for example the Crowhill stuff. So to quickly recap, links for all of these are in the description. Everything here is free, some require an email sign up, which I think is a perfectly fair trade for the quality you are getting. If you found this useful, you know what to do. Leave a comment below telling me which one surprised you most, and let me know also about your gold findings which were not covered in this video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy composing.